Hi everyone, welcome to the Thursday edition of Source 16 News. I'm Eddie Owen. Thanks for joining us. Topping our news, electric crews were out again today across western Kentucky, continuing to make repairs and to restore power to thousands of residents after a line of storms with damaging winds swept across the region last night. Now, at the peak of the outages around 12:30 last night, Pennyrile Electric spokesman Brent Gilkey reported the district had over 9,800 members without power. The locations of the major outages included the Cadiz district, where there were 41 outages that affected over 5,600 members. The Hopkinsville district had 24 outages affecting over 2,500 members. That included the Cerulean substation and city of Pembroke. The Elkton district reported 20 outages affecting 640 members. And the Russellville district had 18 outages affecting over 1,000 members. Now, as of news time, Gilkey told us that over 1,800 Cadiz customers and 77 Russellville customers were still without power. He says a few more outages in Cadiz should be restored by this evening, but it would probably be tomorrow before they were finished restoring power to all of the customers in Trigg County. In addition, Jackson Purchase Energy reported at the peak of the storm over 8,500 customers without power in Callaway, Marshall, and Graves counties. The line of severe storms that rolled through the region last night prompted several tornado warnings in Callaway, Christian, and Trigg counties, leaving behind downed trees, power lines, and causing some structural damages, specifically in downtown Cadiz. But fortunately, there were no reports of any injuries. Meanwhile, the severe storms that moved across the area also caused more damage at land between the lakes last night. As a result of the strong winds and pelting rain and hail, Forest Service staff members were out today assessing widespread damage to roads, campgrounds, and facilities. While most backcountry areas and campgrounds remain open, Red Hollow Backcountry Area and Rushing Creek Campground will not be open for Memorial Day weekend due to extensive storm damages. As of this morning, LBL officials report access to Energy Lake Campground is available from the north entrance on Road 134 only due to downed trees and power lines blocking Road 134 off of the south entrance at US 6880. LBL officials are encouraging visitors to remain cautious of their surroundings because many trees are unstable due to saturated soil conditions and strong winds. For the most current conditions, visitors should check the alerts and notices on LBL's website at lbl.org. An Elkton man was killed in a head-on collision in Todd County last night. Kentucky State Police say 73-year-old William Ewing was traveling on Kentucky 181 around 6 o'clock last night when he failed to negotiate a curve, which caused him to cross the center line into oncoming traffic and crash head-on into a vehicle driven by 26-year-old Kelly Carter Hurt of Lewisburg. Ewing was transported to Jenny Stewart Medical Center, where he was pronounced dead by the Christian County coroner. Carter Hurt was not injured. A Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA, supervisor was flown to Nashville after a single vehicle wreck in Montgomery County late yesterday afternoon. Around 5:40, Clarksville Police spokesman Officer Jim Knoll says 78-year-old Stuart Edward White was driving east on Dover Road when near Paula Drive he crossed into the westbound lanes and hit a telephone pole, causing the vehicle to roll over. White was extricated from the car and life-flighted to Vanderbilt Medical Center in Nashville, where police say he is listed in critical condition. White was part of the FEMA team assisting Stewart County with their disaster recovery operations after a tornado hit the area earlier this week. Christian County Sheriff's deputies are currently investigating an alleged rape that occurred early this morning. The 30-year-old female victim told deputies she got into the car with a man at Pennyrile Homes to get alcohol, and when she got into his car, he drove to Pembroke and raped her in the parking lot of a convenience store. A deputy transported the victim to Jenny Stewart Medical Center for treatment. Well, after a month-long investigation by state police, a former City of Mayfield employee was charged with theft this morning for allegedly misusing over $12,000 of union funds. Former Mayfield firefighter 44-year-old Wes Rhodes turned himself in to authorities and was charged with 3 counts of theft by unlawful taking over $500. The investigation began in late April after Mayfield city officials contacted state police regarding the theft of firefighter union dues. The investigation revealed that Rhodes had taken approximately $2,900 in union dues dating back to 2010. According to police, Rhodes had also used a credit card for personal purchases in excess of $8,000 and took about $1,600 from a union wellness account. State police say no City of Mayfield funds were found to be taken during the investigation. Rhodes was lodged in the Graves County Jail. Well, several area students were chosen to receive college scholarship grants from the Kentucky Farm Bureau Education Foundation and individual county farm bureaus. KFB officials say over $269,000 from county and state programs were administered to students. Ezekiel Green of Graves County High School was awarded a $3,000 Leadership in Agriculture scholarship that is awarded to students of farm families attending a college or university in Kentucky. In addition, Emily Hatley of Graves County High School was awarded a $2,000 KFB Insurance Agents Association scholarship. Kayla Brown of Caldwell County High School and Mallory Taylor of Trigg County High School were each awarded a $1,000 KFB Federation scholarship. The Callaway County Farm Bureau awarded $500 scholarships each to Lauren Johnson and Alicia O'Brien at Callaway County High School and Amanda Winchester of Murray High School. The Christian County Farm Bureau awarded $2,000 scholarships each to Rachel Hampton of Heritage Christian Academy and Nicholas Lice, Janet Nikki C., and Erica Yates of Christian County High School. The Graves County Farm Bureau awarded $500 scholarships each to Graves County High School students Ezekiel Green, Reagan Crimes, Candace Reeves, and Justin Shelby. And the Hopkins County Farm Bureau awarded $2,000 scholarships each to Seth Ashby and Lauren LeGrand of Madisonville North Hopkins High School and Daniela Cook of Hopkins County High School. And the Trigg County Farm Bureau awarded a $500 scholarship to Trigg County High School student Joel Thomas. There were a total of 210 students from across the state that were awarded college scholarship grants. Congratulations to all of you scholarship recipients who displayed the highest and greatest levels of academic excellence, who were involved in extracurricular activities and showed outstanding leadership skills. Jeffers Bend Environmental Center and Botanical Gardens held its annual fish release this afternoon, just in time for Take Kids Fishing Day this weekend.
This is our 13th year of sponsoring an event for children ages 3 to 15 to come out and fish for prizes. It's a family get-together. It's an opportunity for adults and children to interact. It goes from 9 o'clock in the morning to 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and the kids compete by catching fish, and then we tally up the results, and the children in 4 age groups that have caught the largest fish, the smallest fish, and the most fish each win a bicycle.
Representatives from Pennyrile Resource and Conservation Development, North Fork Little River Committee, and the Jeffers Bend Steering Committee released hundreds of catfish to fill Little River and Jeffers Bend Lake for Saturday's event.
You know, our whole purpose in doing this is not only to hook fish, but to get hooked on each other as both adults and children. It gets the children away from the video games, the adults away from the television set, and gives us time to spend time together, which is something we need to do more of.
Officials also released Big Jeff, the giant catfish that is reportedly the main target each year for area children.
We released about 600 catfish, and as you saw, the largest one was, they estimated, I think, over 5 pounds, maybe close to 10 even. That was Big Jeff number 13. And the smallest one looked to me to be about a ½ pound in size. But these are all farm-raised catfish. About 600 of them were released, so the kids will have an opportunity to catch some really decent fish.
Dozens of bicycles were donated by Heritage Bank to be given away as door prizes for Saturday's fishing event. Well, here's a question for you. Do you know how to do the chicken dance? Well, employees at Hopkinsville Probation and Parole Office do. Despite starting the workday with clouds in the sky, employees were in high spirits. Early this morning, they dressed up in costumes to celebrate raising over $2,000 to go toward Kentucky Employees Charitable Campaign.
The KECC supports 6 different charitable organizations, and they distribute the money accordingly. And we picked United Way, because they help a lot of people around Hopkinsville. So, we want to give back to the community.
Since 1993, KECC has provided a way for employees to donate money to several charitable organizations. According to Garner, 21 out of 43 employees donated money from their paychecks or by giving a lump sum.
It's a statewide thing, and they help a lot of people out. The community helps us, and then we give back to the community.
Through generous donations from state employees and the community, over $1.1 million was raised last year. Former Secretary of Defense Donald Rumsfeld will be at Fort Campbell tomorrow to sign copies of his best-selling memoir, Known and Unknown. Proceeds from his book sales reportedly go towards charitable organizations supporting troops and their families. Rumsfeld served twice as U.S. Secretary of Defense, first under President Gerald Ford and then President George W. Bush. Well, burglars have allegedly stole thousands of dollars worth of household goods from a Habitat for Humanity home. Hopkinsville police say between May 20th and May 23rd, burglars broke into 401 Bryan Street by kicking in a basement window. Once inside the residence, police say over $2,700 worth of items were taken, including cabinet fixtures and a small Kenmore dorm-style fridge. During the course of the investigation, police recovered a dinette set from 2 abandoned houses on South Clay Street and on Bryan Street. As we reported last night at 10, after weeks of delay, Lori Ann Little of Nashville has finally agreed to sign paperwork needed to be sent to the Kentucky Correctional Psychiatric Center. Without Little's signature, her mental and physical evaluation at KCPC would be incomplete. Well, before she signed the documents, Little's attorney, Nancy Calloway of Elkton, explained to Judge Andrew Self that her client did not feel comfortable with how some of the documents were written. Judge Self then made the changes they requested. Also during yesterday's hearing, Judge Self expressed his frustration with Little's behavior and told her it was distracting. The Nashville woman appeared in Christian County Circuit Court for a show cause hearing yesterday after she refused to sign necessary documents to be sent to KCPC. Little is charged with attacking Hopkinsville Mayor Dan Kemp's wife, Henrietta, on December 15th at their Deepwood Drive residence.